2. Alright, welcome back everybody. You're watching the third and final match in this best of 3 series up with Aftershock against Kompas Gaming rather. Kompas Gaming. Man, it's getting late. Alright, so I'm Trevor Man. I'm attempting to cast this game. We'll see how it goes. We'll decide at the end whether it was a cast or not. But Aftershock against Kompas. I've got to tie this up now. Kompas took a solid first game. Aftershock definitely made some... Aftershock made some really shit plays in game 1, I'm not going to lie. It was some really bad plays. I mean, they had... And I feel like their draft was good. They just executed badly, and they should have had a Quiet Week instead of Quiet Exalt. But that's completely besides the point. KBG had... Oh, good God. They had game 2 in the bag. Just, Jesus Christ, what was going on there? Just pick off after pick off they were giving away. Just didn't get the pushes down. BKB's... arguably came in a bit late, then just didn't get them down, just didn't translate them into Raxes. They just kept losing fights, team fights, which was a problem, but you know what, didn't work out. I just think some overzealous gank attempts, giving away kills here and there, just let Aftershock back in the game. So anyway, clean slate now, both teams are tied up 1-1. The winner of this match will go forward to face up against Album Sheets, later in the week. Actually, we'll just see if I can find that match, see when it is, because that should be a good one. Album Sheet actually did extremely well. They went 6-1 in the group stage, so they were one of the strongest teams in the entire group stage out of all the divisions, really. I don't think anybody else had nearly as good a run as them. But this match, the winner of this match will play against Album Sheet on the 30th of October, so that's 4 days away from now. But otherwise, back to this draft. So, Terrorblade banned again, Panda banned again. He's actually been banned every single game so far in the first 2 phases. And I'm kind of expecting DP to disappear in a second as well. Although I'm expecting Aftershock to have to ban it because I think Kompas will try and take it otherwise. Kompas is going to take a bit of time with this one. Wait, did they DC? Because they shoot. Nope, never mind. They go with the Void. They say, alright, let's get rid of Void.
Dire team ban.
Which, fair enough. If you're playing a DP, you don't... Oh, wow. Aftershock said, hey, have it. It's right here. It's right there. Go for it. They ban out the Bat Rider as well. So, two of the best sources, source of heroes to isolate and destroy the Death Prophet, obviously the Chronosphere and the Bat Rider Lasso, are banned. Aftershock may struggle a little bit this one. We'll see. Now, we might see some... Obviously, one of the better things to deal with Death Prophet, obviously mass armor. If they can get, say, a Vladimir's offering, or at least just a ring on the field, along with an AC, and then you toss in a mech as well, and maybe a hero has an armor aura as well, say Sven or something, you could probably tank that Death Prophet damage a lot easier. But she still does, she's still pretty scary.
5 seconds remaining.
And I've been seeing a lot of Death Prophet as well with Ogre Magi, and with Ogre Magi, she runs at a normal, like a... if she finishes her Yules and has phase boots, she has a cruising movement speed of 506 movement. She hits phase boots, she goes to 522. She's maxed out. She can't get any faster. It is absolutely insane. As my throat is dying. Alright, so Ogre picked up, this time safely out of the hands of Goddamn. Doing some goddamn weird things, I ain't gonna lie. Goddamn. I think drunk or on shrooms or just really role-playing a good Ogre Magi. But Aftershock now, we'll grab the Ogre Magi at this time.
5 seconds remaining.
See if Kefka gets his Centaur this time, because that would be the full clowny pair. Just clowning around. Of course, Kefka was the one getting soloed by creeps last match. Just... Centaur, we really need that Blink Dagger online right now. Kefka's like, alright, I got this shit. I'll go farm this triple stack of newts. Oh, damn it, I died to them. That's 210 gold down the drain. Shit. Oh, man. Kefka, you make me laugh. You're a funny person, but...
10 seconds remaining.
I'm actually kind of sad that Fitzky isn't playing anymore. His name made me laugh. That was a great name.
5 seconds
Fitzky.
remaining.
I don't know which team he's on now. But Shadow Demon picked up now as well by Kompas.
Team ban.
And being able to pick up the Death Prophet this early is really nice as well. But just the fact that they can pick it up before, like just straight away, means they get the Shadow Demon down as well. And this is something, if you get a Death Prophet, it's normally banned in the second phase. You'll see Shadow Demon banned and often Dazzle banned as well. Any hero that can basically stall out for the Death Prophet and keep her alive in the fight, just give her like another 2 to 5 seconds of more just X's and damage flying about everywhere. So defensive disruptions are always fantastic to defend her. And combined with the Yules, she can basically stay untargetable for like 5 seconds. It's really quite frustrating to basically play stacks on the Death Prophet. But Aftershock now, we'll see where they go next. Viper's going to be banned out as well. And with the Shadow Demon picked up, They will also ban out the Marana. I think a pretty safe ban. I don't... Well, you know what? We could actually... Dazzle and Shadow Demon can actually do a pretty disgusting amount of damage early on with the healing wave, the Shadow Wave, and Disruption, just because it can bounce off the illusion. So you can actually heal bomb people essentially with that, but it's not super common. Even though it would be good for Death Prop to have Shadow Demon and...
5 seconds remaining.
You know what? Hell do it. The weave is fantastic for Death Prop. The positive arm makes her incredibly difficult to kill, especially since she tends to build Sheevas as like her 4th item in, so it's pretty late for positive armor for her. And having the weave armor is huge, and also just having the negative armor on your opponents, oh boy. They just fall apart. Heroes like Scarlet Mage just melt.
Dire team
but they are going to ban the Weaver, as well as the Viper, so lane dominator Viper going away, although Death Prophet does okay against the Viper, so yeah, you know what. Anti-Mage being banned by Aftershock, which is definitely a plausible pick. Especially when you don't have the Shadow Demon to play against it, you can play the Anti-Mage on Kompas' side and just leave Anti-Mage alone, while Death Prophet and 3 other heroes try to cause as much trouble as possible. Aftershock will go for some, wow, they're going for some serious damage here. Ogre, Scarlet Mage, Venomancer, that's a lot of early aggression. I'm honestly not a huge fan of core Venomancer. I think it's pretty meh, to be honest, but you know what, it can work. They have Medusa picked up, and this could be an offlane Medusa. I don't think so though. I think they're just going to try and make space for her with like basically supports aggression. And Medusa and Death Prophet, obvious synergies. Basically, you try and focus Death Prophet, Medusa wades in with her ult up, and suddenly, oh boy, you've got to turn around and leave. And this just gives Death Prophet free reign to run in for 6 seconds and just chew people up with Exorcism, or just disengage if he has to. And if you stand your ground and get petrified, you just die. Like, the physical damage you take from the ghost is just overwhelming. Now, they will pick up the Nyx Assassin. This is the other hero. So good against Medusa. I forgot about this one. Mana Burn on a 4-second cooldown is insanely good against Medusa. She has, if she gets a Scardian and Manta up, she has like 100 intelligence at about level 14 to 16. So a Mana Burn is doing 5 times that. It's doing 500 mana. She's losing 500 mana every 4 seconds, plus the damage return there. So she's losing about 600 mana on a 4-second cycle. That is insane. Like, she basically doesn't have a mana shield against that. It's really, really powerful against her. So I think a very, very strong pick there. And actually, if Kompas were going for that, they probably should have actually banned the Nyx over the Weaver, I feel. With that said, we actually haven't seen that many Nyxes against Medusa. I actually haven't seen the matchup, but it is, on paper, the Mana Burn is nuts against her. There's no doubt.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Alright then. Jakiro picked up now. Alright, so this is just full on. They're just trying to make space, but is it an offlane Jakiro? Defensive ice parts are pretty damn good. This might just be a support Jakiro. In fact, I think it probably is.
10 seconds remaining.
And this is pretty annoying for Aftershock. They're up against 2 super tank, like 2 heroes that build like tanks and are like remaining. Death Prophet's elusive. Medusa's ult's annoying to try and fight into. So yeah, this is actually pretty frustrating for Kompas game for Aftershock. Now maybe they can get some pickoffs here and there, like just lots of really good ganks, and obviously Nyx can facilitate that. It can definitely make things easier, but going into a fight, they don't have great rat is the issue, so they're gonna have to take fights at some point. And fighting into an Exorcism and a Stone Gaze is gonna be hard as shit. Trying to focus a Medusa with the defensive powers of Shadow Demon, or focusing Death Prophet with the defensive powers of the Medusa's ult and Shadow Demon's Disruption is gonna be near impossible. I'm a little bit worried for Aftershock here. On the other hand, Nyx Assassin against Medusa is fantastic. It's just that they've got to kill both Medusa and Death Prophet, and I don't think they can do both. It's going to be rough, to say the least. Maybe if they have like a really strong late game of farming in the background, obviously like Anti-Mage, really good, but Aftershock banned it. So, you know, that kind of worked against them. Because Anti-Mage, as we've seen, just turns Medusa into a freaking, like a piñata full of dynamite. She's full of candy for you, and full of pain and suffering for your enemies. I feel like that should be a thing in TF2, like a pin. It probably is. Oh wow, this is just full on. All right, now the question is, will they do the Quas Wex this time? Or because we saw last game, you know what? Actually, no, screw it. No, they could do. They've already got the Mana Burn from Nyx. If they get a couple of Necro books, all right, they've probably got the Mana Burn covered against Medusa. On the other hand, the burst damage against the Death Prophet. You land a big meatball on her, she is gonna die. That's the good news. On the other hand, the Medusa is going to laugh it off. So, you know, unless they get Nyx to burn the mana, in which case she could possibly die as well. But
remaining.
I think a Quasix or Invoker this time around definitely more likely to work,
5 seconds
especially
remaining.
if this is an offensive trial with Ogre, Scythe, and Venomancer. Wait a minute, no, that doesn't really work. Because unless you're putting Nyx mid, but that would be kind of... No, okay, so this is an offlane Nyx. Safe lane Jellipi, I think, unless it's an offensive tri-lane. You know what, they could offensive tri-lane with that. That could work. Alright, so... There could be an offensive tri-lane with the Venomancer... not the Venom... With the... Scarlet, the Venomancer, and the Ogre. That could well be it. And then safe lane Nyx. But we'll see. No, Jellipi's going safe lane. Never mind. Scratch that. But let's call it the lineups here. So, for KPG on the Radiant side, we have Gorek running the Clockwork, Goddamn on Jakiro, Arts playing Medusa, PSM on the Shadow Demon, Ninji on the Death Prophet. For the Dire team, for Aftershock, we have Nyx Assassin being played by Kefka, Mind Control on the Invoker once again, Zero G playing Ogre Magi, Jellipi on Venomancer, and Magoma on Scarith Mage. As they would like it, PSM would like a shout out to P-How, whoever the hell that is. I don't know who that is. Probably someone on the ladder. Alright, so, offlane Kefka. They could, I guess, do an offensive lane with... If they decide to bring supports down here, is plausible. To see a disruption thrown out, mostly just to annoy Kefka more than anything else, I think.
30 seconds to battle.
The question is, do Aftershock support stay up in the top lane? They will be up against most likely... Yeah, Gorek's heading up there with the Clockwork now. And the answer to that is, I don't think they have to stay up there. I think they can quite easily lead the Venomancer to solo the Clockwork. And Clockwork, if he goes for Rocket Flare, can quite easily CS as well, but at the same time, Jellipi should be under no threat unless he goes... I would be surprised if he goes for Max Battery Assault, somehow gets in range of Jellipi. Yeah, he could definitely kill him, but with Venomous Gale and the Poison Sting, Poison Ward spitting shit at him, I'd be very surprised if he gets in range. That would be pretty weird. But double damage for Jellipi here. Meanwhile, okay, Solomon Invoker. Solomon Invoker, yeah.
Double damage.
I would say Invoker can probably stand up with the last hitting, but at the same time, he's probably going to lose rune control if the allies don't help him, because if his supports don't help him, because Death Prophet is very good at pushing the wave out. Death Prophet succeeds there, gets the range creep killed immediately. And the immediate thing here will favour Mind Control, but after this wave, it will push back definitely in Ninja's favour and mostly sit around there for a while. So short-term pain for long-term gain. And he tries to walk up, it's like, oh, god damn it. It's like, really? Really, you're a dick. You're such a dick. And Ogre actually getting these last hits for the moment, and they're going to switch over now. Jellipi should be taking them in just a second. Yep, there we go. But double damage rune comes to no use there at all. Both teams warding the top rune, so they saw the rotations there. Kefka now. Bring the stats up as well. As I should also... Kefka getting some harass there. I'm just going to switch that over as well before I forget. Arts now opens up with probably going to go for an Aquila. Gorek doing what he can. Not a whole lot at this point in time. The question is, what? He's just gone for, yeah, Rocket. He's just gone for his cogs first. It's fairly normal. Just uses harass. There we go. Distraining mana, which against Magoma is a pretty big deal. The fewer arcane bolts he has to eat, the better. Meanwhile, Aftershock. I'm going to send Kefka in here. Just try and leech some of this pull experience. Needs to be careful though, because if Jakiro joins him, he could be in trouble. They hear a disruption come out. They're going to try and annoy Kefka. They can't really block him there with that angle. And Kefka just going to have to back off. She's taking a hefty amount of damage. Didn't open up with a shield. Boots first. Stun comes out. Ice Path's going to catch Kefka. And no disruption for a little while. And he will get the regeneration. It doesn't matter though. We'll get cancelled almost immediately. Bounty Rune going to go to the Scarith Mage. Poker. Boots being picked up now. Did open up with the Null Talisman. Got to be careful against Nyx Assassin. If they walk in, like if someone tries to fight him and basically cops a stun from the Carapace and then eats an Impale, that could quite easily set up into a stun, like an unexpected stun strike. So if Shadow Demon is dueling like that, 1v1, just in the jungle, he does have to watch his health pull against that. But for the moment, he's fine. He's not in any trouble. Now Kefka actually walks home and then TP's back out. Smoke up though. Picked up for Magoma. Not going to use it just yet. In fact, he's coming out the courier still. Just a little tongue beetle. Nice. Gorek. He is going for Rocket Flow. See if he actually starts maxing out or goes for Battery Assault next. Stake. Oh, doesn't bounce to Kefka. Lucky him. That actually would have hurt pretty bad, plus drained his mana. Getting hit by the last bounce on Mystic Stake always fucking hurts. It stings so bad. It's like a really annoying Wrath of Nature that keeps jumping at you and also drains your mana. Now, this is what I'm interested to see. Will it be another point of Ignite at level 2? He puts a shot over there and we'll get the pull-off, actually. That's actually really good for him. For Gorek there. Nicely done. That's actually a big coup for him, but... Smoke gank up here. And Death Prophet, though, suspects it. She's hanging back a long way. Now, the question is, does Zeroji just go screw it and bum rush him? Yeah, they've noticed the supports have gone up top, so they're going, alright, yeah, I'm just going to sit over here. And this should not work. Zeroji just turns back, he's done. Bit of a miscommunication there, and it's not enough damage. If they opened with a cold snap into a concussive shot, into a Fire Blast, it might have worked, but in the end, not working at all. Kefka now, just going to Carapace out-shadowed him in there. So in the end, just mostly wasted time there for Aftershock. Death Prophet does manage to snag a rune. Now they're saving the haste rune top. No, Zeroji's actually going to take it. They see Gorek sneaked in here. It doesn't matter though. Zeroji spotted up, so they're not going to get this kill. It's just going to be more wasted time for him. Meanwhile, I am a little worried because KPG didn't pick... Aftershock didn't pick a traditional carry. They've got a Venomancer, which is rubbish as a hard carry goes. No steroid at all. So, you know, that's questionable to say the least. And despite the hard counter that the EAR being thrown up against with the Nyx Dash and Mana Burn, but the Medusa, she is still going to right-click pretty freaking hard, and Death Prophet still is very relevant in the late game, so it's going to come down to Zamoka, really. Can he carry this? And I just don't know if he can carry against Medusa and a Death Prophet at the same time, especially when they don't push particularly well either. In fact, it's more likely that KPG knocked down some early towers, got Liquid Fire and Exorcism. I think they're getting the early. In fact, they're just going to auto-attack down this tower right now. I'm going to pop the glyph, but it's really not going to do a whole lot there. Ninja, he's gone for 3 and 3. Will he actually get the level 4 there? We'll see. The level 4 Crypt Swarm, because obviously got nerfed. Tier 1 go down there. And yeah, this is it again. I don't... Now, I don't like it, but I assume there must be a reason. This is all 3 scenes I see now. Southeast Asia, China, and Europe. They do this build where it's level 2 Ignite. And quite often, it's level 2 Ignite for quite some time. They don't do the level 2 Fire Blast. Like, it's a 2% extra slot. It does last an extra second, but still. It's weird. Maybe it's because the stun damage, the stun duration doesn't scale. That's my guess here. Like, there must be some reason for it. I don't like it, but there's got to be a reason for it. If all 3 scenes are doing it, there has to be a damn reason. So I'm going to guess that somebody's decided that the slow duration and the extra burn damage is more useful than 60 extra damage on the Fire Blast. But this does mean a delayed level 4 on the Fire Blast, which kind of cuts down the damage from multicasts when he hits level 6, so I don't know. Maybe they're expecting the Ogre to stay fairly under level for quite some time. But assuming he goes for the Mana Burn, actually. He might not even do the max level on Carapace here, just because the Mana Burn is going to be so freaking amazing against Medusa as she picks up items.
Denied.
Meanwhile, this game taking a fairly quiet time. We probably won't see much until Aftershock supports are ready to roam. I don't think we'll see a whole lot of roaming out of KPG. They'll be happy going, you know, our late game's pretty solid. We're pretty happy letting him on mid lane. Oh, first blood comes out. Finally find it there. They get that kill. Looks like they went in a little bit too deep on mind control and pay the price. And there we go. Alright, so the TP gank's now trying to be spotted out here, plus rotations. Ooh, that might... No pings came out, so I don't think they saw that smoke. I don't think anybody was watching it at the time. Cannon Ward chucked down there by Aftershock. Going around a long way here, just trying to reduce their chance of having the smoke messed up. No, they're actually they want a second kill here on the mid lane. Oh, they really want to slow this DP down.
Radiant's top tower
DP comes in, and she's probably not expecting, just immediately about to get ganked again. Mind Control going to chase her back though, and oh, she smoks the smoke accidentally. Doesn't matter though, she's very dead. A TP's coming in, it's going to be too late. It's not even going to get a return kill. He gets cancelled immediately. It was Jakiro coming on his own, and he's opting for dual breath here. He has gone for level 2 on Ice Path. They're trying to make it not really anemic at level 1. Throws at the liquid fire. Magoma that can't see uphill. Not sure if this reinforcements or not. Decides not to risk it. And will back off.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And
attack.
Evoker will find a double damage. So he goes for the... Okay, he picks up a Midas early. So they're going to try and outfarm this Medusa if they can. I don't know if they'll succeed, but they will give it a shot.
Attack.
Shadow Demon now still looking for his Tranquils. Could buy... Yep, there we go. Decides to buy up 2 smokes now as well. Okay, he wants to get some fighting done as well. And for the most part, Venomancer left to his own devices. He is going for a mech. He's got the early... So he wants to get some early pushing done.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Doing a little bit, but not a whole lot. I mean, considering he has an ability for pushing, it's not... I would say Liquid Fire is definitely hands down better. And what's his build? Yeah, max Plague Wards. And he has actually put an extra level there in... Not doing the... Often I see 2 levels in Poison Sting, just because level 1 Poison Sting isn't great on Plague Wards, but level 2 is pretty decent. But he has gone for level 2 in Venomous Gale instead. Focus coming back to mid here. And it looks like he might be going Yules first to try and set up those burst hits there on the Death Prophet. That I do not mind at all. And the insta-give combo is freaking obnoxious when it's used against you, but when you watch it being used, it is beautiful. Ooh, the pings came out there from Jakiro. They suspect there is a ward up here, and they'll probably, if they ward, they'll probably counter-ward this at the same time accidentally, so they should find that one, I think. And this I like. This early ward here that often gets placed by support, this really facilitates early ganks here on the bottom lane. So getting rid of it means that really, Aftershock should be able to make this gank work here on the Medusa, except she's worried because she saw the ward get placed down here. I think she's suspicious. Supports are missing too. I don't see anything top. Gorak can't find anything. Wow, okay, double braces. That's... Considering Gorak hasn't died yet, double braces is an interesting option. Maybe we're going to see like a variation of the Nature's Prophet double braces in a Blade Mail. It's just going to be straight double braces and a Blade Mail for Clockwork in a minute. But I mean, he's already got the health. He doesn't really need the second bracer. And you can also, of course, just do drugs if you wanted.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Meanwhile, mid lane could be trouble. Exorcism popped on the top lane. Disruption comes in. He's trying to set up Kefka. Kefka down a mana. Doesn't matter though. Tower, tier 1 mid will die for the Radiant, and the Dire will also lose their tier 1 top. But I mean, that's okay because let's be honest, Jellapi wasn't exactly... Not being able to farm Jellapi there, not a huge loss. He can, of course, go bottom and try and call some pushing. They will need better defensive wards though. This one here, not going to be enough when they can't TP and support at any great speed. Medusa now starting to pick up her items. This is probably going to go towards a Mantis Stove first, I think, as well. They're actually going to kill on mid. There's some over-aggression there. We'll find that kill. Meanwhile, Silence comes down on PSM. Mystic Flare not available just yet. PSM should get a walk away from this. Out of mana. No! He gets the Arcane Boot. Stun comes through. They should get this kill. One more right click. There we go. Shadow Demon goes down. And now Ninja going to try and pursue. I don't think he's going to get it though. As Jakiro cops an ignite to the rear side. No levels in dual breath just yet. As Kefka... Oh, he's hiding. He's hoping... Oh, but Rocket Flare finds him. I think he was hoping they'd come in, check, I think he's taking his lead. And Kefka's a dead man. A nice try though. Meanwhile though, Jellapi getting some pushing done. It was actually a 4-star on the Invoker, which, you know, actually against the Cogs, I think a fair call. Otherwise, he's a good chance to get hooked in. And Clockwork now is trying to build some Royal Grunt here. Going for some power treads next as well. I assume that's going to be power treads. And hooks up there on Jellapi. Oh, taking some more coming. Battery Assault as well. It is maxed out on top of that. Jellapi's dead. But Venomancer did get the tower kill. Can we have a replay? No? Okay. No recaps available. Anyone else? Zoroji has picked up an... And I'm actually wondering... Well, I feel like if any game they need a couple of Arcane Boots to help out the Medusa, it's this game. Because she is so likely to get mana burn in these fights. that she's going to need some backup, I feel. No, not on Shadow Demon. She's not on Death Prophet. Jakira not yet. And Clockwork's building power treads, so... Ugh. I don't know then, we'll see how it works out. But I feel like Arcane Boots would have been... A couple of Arcane Boots here, especially in this game with the mana burn against it, would have been a pretty big deal for her. But, you know what, I guess I can get away with it. We'll see. And ×2 stun comes out Aftershock, but can't follow up. Magoma is too far. If they were there with the Seal and Mystic Flare, they actually probably would have killed her, because she's still pretty squishy. She's got one extra bonus strength there. From the GG. Oh, she's got another 3, obviously, off the Null Tails, but still, not a whole lot. And, oh, doesn't spot Zoroji.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Yule's on the way for Death Prophet. She should have that very shortly, so it's going to make her more annoying with the Disruption and the Yules, as Kefka going deep in enemy territory, and his ult is about to wear off, actually. He needs to be careful. Meanwhile, he could go turn around for mid. They've got the Venomancer here if he gets a Gale down. Kefka, though, playing with fire here. He's got some support, maybe. No, Magoma now in trouble. He's going to lead up with Mind Control, though. And will they try and turn around? Looks like a bit of a fight's going on in the Roshan pit. Can Ogre deny himself? Nope, doesn't happen. Shadow Demon getting the kill. Meanwhile, they might kick Gorak. Stun comes out, catch him. Sunstrike as well. Stun comes through with the Impale. Pop the Duster on Kefka. Kefka gets away. Mystic Flare. Actually, no, he gets disrupted. He's going to live. No, because he gets caught in with Jalopy here. Jalopy now pops his ult as well. Poison Sting. I think PSM's going to die. They're also going to go on Goddamn goes down as well. That's 3 for 1 at the moment. The Ogre going down for 3. They actually turn and throw. They're going for Arts. Arts now, no mana left for the shield. He's in trouble. In comes the Slow. He's in trouble. Ice Wall again from Mind Control. He is going to control Arts. Arts is down 4 for 1. Big win there for Aftershock. It's a scrappy fight. No exorcism. And Medusa came in on the backswing of that and tried to fight alone. Not going to work. She needs to combo in with the team. Like, their big fighting power to win these fights is they go in with Exorcism and Stone Gaze at the same time, and that pretty much guarantees them a fight. I don't think Aftershock can fight into that, but if they go in 1 by 1, don't use Exorcism, Stone Gaze is by itself after they've already lost 3 heroes, yeah, easy win. Easy res there for Aftershock. I heard a hook shot. Oh, he's going in deep. Gorak, he's got Kefka. Kefka's dead. Missing Ignite, Fire Blast, Multicast, ×2, goddamn, Ninja on the rear side as well, Gorak though, losing health rapidly, Macapire comes through, Poison Stings are coming out, I think they're going to lose, Gnai comes out there on the Clockwork, Jalopy now, silenced up, can they get him clear, Stone comes through, Mystic Snake, pop the, oh, no, pop the mech, Jalopy should be okay, down a mana though, he goes back in and gets Yules, this could be bad, another slow, no more slows, Jalopy should walk away, Zero Vinci comes in, and a meatball, oh, Twin-Headed Dragon goes down as well. That's 2 for 1 there. Well, actually, I say that should be 1 for 1. They do lose the Clockwork, but it is a deny. I hear a disruption guy. I'm not sure who it's on though. Oh, it's on Magoma. Magoma trying to cover Mystic Flare too late. The Arts is going to back off here. Slow comes out. Nope. It's on Magoma. PSM turns, throws out some more Shadow Poison. In comes Kefka as well. He wants his kill. Zero Minchi. Can they get some brute force? Arcane Boots now pop. Here we go. And the Exorcism with the Stone Gaze. They can't turn and fight that. Ninja gonna have to get. No, he's actually gonna end dinner. Maybe you can disengage, but they lose 2 heroes for that. Dusk gets popped. Doesn't find Kefka. Kefka though, seeing if he can sneak a kill in here. I don't know if he. Oh, he could get PSM. I think he's possibly waiting here. Carapace is up now, level 3. Hookshot. Oh, they can see him. There's a ward there. Kefka realizes he's got to get the hell out. They've seen him. Pings come out. There we go. He's spotted Kefka. He tried, but he didn't. Oh, no, maybe it will. Oh, he does get it! The Mana Drain. The stun, the Mana Drain, and the Sunstrike will secure that kill. Jalopy now coming back in. Well played there by Aftershock. Forced up out. Jalopy, Meatball comes in. Acropyre. Holy shit, goddamn. He is dying. He goes down to the ward. Mind Control as well. Getting that kill with the burn damage. Now they also will pick up Gorak. Triple kill there for the Invoker. Mind Control playing out of his mind here.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Fight recap. No? Okay, it's already gone. Never mind. Nope, there it is. Alright, so that is telling me, I swear to God, it should be worth more than that. Anyway, 900 gold there to Invoker. That's pretty big. So about 1,000 gold swing. Invoker taking 900. Now, will we see a Blink or a Yules? What's going to be next? Might even just be a straight up Necro book. But that mana burn, it's only level 1 too. And yes, Medusa was pretty low on mana there, but still. Losing, 120 to 200 mana is a big deal in terms of her EHP just dropping
Radiant's bottom
like a stone,
tower
and she
is under
is going
attack.
for the Manta style first. And Roshan is up. With Forge Elementals, they could try and take this, but if they get attacked from the rear by Exorcism and Stone Gaze again, could be trouble. And we saw that fight. Just basically, they waited in with Exorcism and Stone Gaze, and Aftershock just had to disengage. They couldn't fight that. They got a lucky pick off there on Medusa because she honestly went into a fight they didn't need to go for. And Clockwork actually gets a solo kill up top against Skylight Mage. Gets hooked, fair enough. And Zero G trying to find an ult scepter here, the Ag Scepter. Appa Ninja, Yules is up as well. That's just a solid 400 gold there to the Clockwork, who is also building a Blade Mail, which definitely will be quite useful for him. Just hopefully preventing the team from just basically focus firing him. And we also see the Necro Book also being built by Invoker. Level 2 is ready to go. They get one more good fight, level 3 will be done. Excuse me. So still looking for his Yasha to finish it off. And I think that was just a value buy there on the recipe. Realized he was going to die and bought it up at some point. As Rush attempt has been scouted. The question is, do they try and do something about it? Yeah, I think they do. TPs are coming in mid. I think they need Artstar. Pretty sure they need his ult. And if he doesn't come, this isn't going to happen. So it looks like this is just going to be allowed to... Oh no, there we go. TPs are coming. It might be too late though. I think it actually will be way too late. The Rocket player's still scanning. They know how much health he's got. Items have been dropped on the floor. It's a null talisman there. And they are going to be too late. Unless Clockwork just got a really big hook here. No. Too slow. Unfortunately, Medusa taking too long to get to the party, and they had to stay. They just had to hold off until she got there. So just in the all in all, like a lot of wasted time for KPG there. They spent like 30 seconds just sitting here doing nothing. Sitting, waiting for the TPs. 2 TPs bottom, 1 TP mid. Nothing achieved. Death Prophet though, race carring around though with the smoke. And zaps herself there with the minions. And it looks like they're going to try and transition this into a tier 2 push. And no TP for the Scarith though, so he can't get here if trouble strikes. Level 3 Necro Book done. Kefka does have a TP. What's he building? Yule's 4-star. There we go, 4-star. Solid. Ninja, 1700 gold. I think BKB for him next. If he gets the BKB up, this is probably the main issue here for KPG. BKB in this game definitely. Medusa, I think if she doesn't build a BKB, she is high as a kite at some point. If not necessarily right now, she could definitely still do the Skadi first. In fact, should still do the Skadi first. But if she doesn't buy a BKB after that, she is a freaking... I don't know what stuff she's smoking, but I want some. Because if she weighs into a fight and Nyx Assassin allowed to just do multiple mana burns on her, she's just going to lose everything. Not only Nyx Assassin, but the mana burns from the Invokers, toys, and then just all their damage is magical. Mystic Flare, Ancient Seal, Venomancer, Poison Nova, freaking Venomous Gale, Meatball, you name it. It's all magical except for maybe, yeah, the Nyx Assassin backstab. That's it. Everything else, it's all physical damage. So I mean, if she doesn't buy a BKB, I will definitely be quite shocked. I mean, it's definitely not a common item for Medusa, but in this game, it's Aftershock's lineup is magical based. Why would you not buy a BKB? It would just be, it just makes sense. Just makes sense. But then again, these games, this series so far have made anything but sense. So, you know what? Screw it. Dagon 5 on Medusa. Here we come. I mean, it gives her intelligence for a mana shield. Oh, man. These games are fun, they're clowning. Alright, so
Radiant's middle
Blink Dagger
tower
picked up
is
for
under
Nyx, so
attack.
this is going to help him get positioning. What are we up to? Finds 4 multiplier. So Medusa, she is going to lose not that much at the moment. Once she picks up the Skadi is when it starts to hurt.
Selfish.
She's only going to lose about... Actually, no, it's still pretty famous. She's going to lose 200 mana, a mana burn, plus whatever else. Plus, yeah, she's going to lose about 250 each mana burn.
Radiant structures
So
are
she
fortified.
pops the ult and it gets hit by a mana burn. She's lost 2/3 of her mana pool. That is actually pretty consistent. Both teams posturing for a fight
Radiant's
here.
middle tower has
Destruction
fallen.
will go through. Deny unsuccessful there from Death Prophet. She's building into a BKB now, which I think definitely the wise choice here. Again, we discussed how obviously Medusa wants one. Yeah, Death probably shows it that way. BKB, straight up. But Aftershock, I think they decided, alright, well, you've got no steroids, so let's just push. This Medusa's going to take a while to come online. We've given her a couple of kills. We'll slow it in there. Fire blast, speedball. Oh, no, never mind. Save there. By the disruption, hook in. Not really latching. No, Mr. Claire also whipping as well. Goddamn, also firing out attack of light. Mostly with the score. Comes in, goes down to an arcane bolt. Snake comes through. Does a decent amount of damage, but Medusa mostly just retreating there. They get a bit of chip damage. And wow, actually, no, the poison damage is enough. Jakira will die there. So 2 for none. And the siege continues. Metamancer now throwing out the wards there. Slow comes in at Arts. Nana's ticking away. Throws at the Mystic Snake as well. It's only a level 2 split shot at the moment. And Cold Snap. Arcane Bolts on Afro Ninja. Doing what they can though against these wards. It's not hitting hard enough at the moment. But for the most part, it looks like Aftershock is just going to back off. They've had their fill. Venomancer's out of mana. No need to pre-pressing in. Had a couple of kills. But they do need to take racks. I mean, they let this, like, they want to take a rack probably by about the 30-35 minute mark, and preferably get a second one after that fairly shortly after. If they let this game drag out, this Medusa is just going to run them over. Well, she should run them over like a freaking steam train, but who knows? Who knows? I've seen some clowning shit today. Zero Sun come out. I think it's enough though. Zeroshi's going to fall here. Oh no, he's 4 stars away. Never mind. Jealousy though. I think he's getting a counter kill here. Double damage. Yes. So return kill. You know what? Works out. Anything that stalls, like any kill stalls the game. So you know what? It works out there. You see the Invoker though with his Midas and just the fact that he's on a 7-0 and 6 string. Oh my god. Oh. That is just unlucky.
Stepped on something.
This ward here, I don't think it... might have seen them actually, I don't know. Anyway. Death Prophet walks face first in that and just gets obliterated. Did not have a chance at all. The only thing he could have saved there was Disruption and did not... Well, I don't think it was close enough to help her out at all. Arts now, we'll find a double stack of Ancients. Let's clean them up and can begin building that... I'm going to assume he's going to go for the Skadi next. Nyx's Assassin though, so freaking good against the Medusa. Not only the mana drain, but also you can just guarantee. Like, you pretty much guarantee she stuns herself at some point. She's going to proc. Like, with Split Shot, it's really hard to avoid proccing the spiky carapace. So, yeah, pretty much you're guaranteeing like a 2-point... You're guaranteeing a 2-second stun on her pretty much during the fight. Which, if she hits you while your team is disengaging from the ultimate, that's pretty big, because it slows her down, and allows your team to get out of range of her ult, so they're not slowed anymore. Ogre's about 500 gold away, though, for finishing his skill scepter. So Kefka looking for a pick off here. I think he wants Arts. No, he's going to go for PSF, so screw it, there we go. And that's an easy setup. I think they actually could have, if they decided to, I think they could have gone for Arts, though. Mana burn is pretty potent. In fact, he says, screw it, I'm not getting more mana to be mana burn with. Screw it, I'm going a butterfly right now, right this instant. Oh, and poke up. Nice try to set up there, but now he's in trouble here. Hookshot, no, 4 stars out. Completely whiffs it. That was the Invoker 4-star too, now trying to disengage here. But Gorek might be about to get in range. It needs to go for. There we go, I don't think they've got protection. They indeed do not. So Invoker will survive for the moment. Nyx finds the pick off here. Stone goes through, only catches one though. Doesn't matter though. Twin Dragon gets wrecked. Jealousy comes in, gets silenced. The X is doing some serious damage. Gorek getting mana burn. Will disengage. Jealousy now going to walk face for no, doesn't walk into the box.
Thanks, sorry.
Anyway, Exorcism doing nothing, and Stone Gaze is still up but doesn't get used in this fight. It looks like they might... They're actually motioning to go for the tier 2 mid. That's... They're saying, let's just trade. They want tier 2 bottom, let's take tier 2 mid. And 5k in the bank now for Invoker. Oh man, where is he going to go next?
Is under attack.
We'll see in a moment.
Dyer's
I thought we were
middle
just going to see a
tower
right-click
has
carrying
fallen.
program. I mean, it works. I've seen it work before, so,
Radiant's
yeah.
bottom tower is under
I don't hate it. Meanwhile, as Mind Control just Gets a sun. Wow. He's trying to de-ward. He just gets hit by Sunstrike.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Also, Nick's assassin as well. Meanwhile, though, Gorik now possibly in some trouble. They're starting to go down. Can't just start though. Gonna get beaten down there. The reinforcements coming in now for Ninja. Oh, 3 times outskilled. Mystic Lair to finish, and down goes your Death Prophet. Split shot there for Arts. Doing as much as he can, trying to stave off this push though. Does he have any more items coming out? I think he does. There's something coming out of the courier right now. Is it complete a butterfly? No, it's a BKB, I think. Alright, that's a really that's a bit of a schizophrenic build there. I think it was like, maybe I can get this, butterfly out and then BKB. He's like, no, screw it, I've got a BKB right now. We're not gonna last. And people complain about Medusa's items. Keep in mind, they have ganked her a couple of times. She has got 205 CS, so she's doing okay-ish on the farm. But the main issue is they've lost map control, so they're just really cutting into her farm. And the reason this Invoker is so freaking far ahead is because A, he had a Midas at like 6 minutes, and B, he's on a beyond godlike streak with no deaths. And they also have 5 outer towers, so, you know, he's kind of rolling in money. That's not really Medusa's fault for being behind here. More just a lineup here. Like, it's less aggressive, it's more defensive, so they are going to lose some map control. The Nyx is obviously causing issues roaming around like this. I think he's also building another Necro Book, which again against Medusa, a smart choice. I'm honestly surprised we don't see more Necro Books against Medusa. It is honestly kind of weird. Also, Nyx is often left unpicked, which is, again, also super weird. He is so freaking amazing against Medusa, it's not funny. And for Ninja, wants this BKB. But here's the thing though. Aftershock are doing well right now. They're in a pretty strong position. They've got a 12k gold lead. But once the BKBs pop out for KPG, things get trickier. And they don't have stuff like the double ravage that they had in the previous game to try and slow down the fights. They don't have that luxury. They do have the single ult there from Medusa, but I don't think that's so much. On the plus side, the damage does go through. I don't know. We'll see. The Invoker is getting some right click though, so there is that. See, the Monkey King bars up. He saw the Eagle Song, so, alright, you're probably getting a butterfly, I need some damage here. And with the lack, in fact, he's actually hitting pretty freaking hard right now. His alacrity is pretty strong. I think he will need a defensive item though, or he may suffer getting blown up the fight. Speaking of getting blown up, I find out that this roaming. Nick's assassin so freaking good. It's helping them, like, this is what they needed in the other game to just really help set up these fights. What KPG needed, just set up, Aftershock needed in the previous game with their Invoker. The game one, they just needed this Nyx, just to set up these fights for the Invoker, set up these easy kills, and just help deal with the mana shield. And it pushes on once again. Minions being spawned here. Ice Path, no, Macropyre actually can come out. And then look at this Invoker. He's hitting for freaking 320 damage or so. This tower is just melting. Medusa's trying to hang back. She's picking off some of the minions if she can. Oh, no, there goes the Mana Bow. In comes the Mana Bow from Nyx. It sends bye-bye to your Mana Pool. 4-star forward there for Zoroji. PS7 now in trouble. He goes down. Hook shot in. Zoroji now in trouble as well. 4-star out of the cold. Will try and escape Gorik. No, Ice Path whipping. No, still down there for the death moment now. KPG Arts gonna try and wade back in here. Meatball to counter. Gorik, no mana on Arts. He's burning down. No, blink in. Stun comes through. The Impale is there. And Kefka will help him take the kill. A beyond godlike streak still persists for Invoker. He's 12-0-7. And this time round, Mind Control is completely blasting KPG. But I've got to say, this Nyx Assassin, definitely. I'm feeling like this game, Kefka, for everything he fucked up in game 1 with his Centaur, he's making up for it in game number 3. Easily. He's setting up so many good fights here, and so many easy pickups here for this Invoker. And he's just making it, like, his invisible presence is zooming around the jungle, always picking people off. He's just scaring the crap out of KPG. Every time they try and farm a lane, like even if they stand out here trying to farm a lane, bam, down goes your Death Prophet. You don't have it for a base defense, you lose the racks. It is such a huge issue, so I'm definitely going to say, despite the fact that Mind Control is playing out of his mind, Kefka is redeeming himself for game 1 very easily as MVP this time around. But we see there, that gold swing, oh boy. 3,400. Double buybacks there. Medusa just delaying her BKB even further. Now, Clock will try and get some map control back, and if anything that Aftershock are going to do, they should probably get a gem of their own if they haven't already bought one. Lost it. Nope, they have a gem available. So they should probably buy a gem as well, get rid of this map control, and just make, like, if KPG is scared now with the invisible nicks, just getting rid of these wards will make them even more skittish about farming. See if I can look at this. Blood damage about to die again. Bam, dead. It doesn't even need the Sunstrike now. Like, Kefka can just solo them. Which is good that he's getting the kills now because he's building a second Necrobook, which is just going to upset Medusa even further until she gets this BKB. Gorak just going to push top with his buddies here, but they're going to have to TP for a fight in a moment in the mid lane. Because right now it looks like Aftershock, they want a second Rax here and they're coming for it. Can they get Exorcism goes out now? Now can they combo this time with the Stone Gaze? They've got some time left to get in here with it. I don't know if they will though. They're just going to use the minions to... Oh, Appenage nearly dies. And now he will actually no defensive disruption. Will it be too early? The Sunstrike comes through. Stone Gaze now as well. So copying the stun there for Aftershock. They will get to bring in the next. Jealousy now in trouble. 4 staffed away. They get 2 now, but they lose the clockwork in return. Appenage Deafening Blast comes through, but BKB protects him. Mind Control though still very healthy. Still has his Aegis as well. And now goddamn multicaster. Down he goes. It's not enough damage. With this Aegis up, they just cannot get the killing. And these last world from the Necrobook Warriors just completely ruined Appenage as well as the Medusa. They have to back up. They take so much damage from it. A good suicide attack there from Nyx definitely set that fight up. And now tier 3 is down, Rax is down, range Rax sure to drop in a second. Aegis still not popped. Mind Control sat at the back of that fight and just gets chugged away. Just slugged them with his Monkey King bar there. And now another 7,000 gold for him almost. What is he going to buy? I think he should just... I think at this point in time he could just easily sell the Midas. Just pick up an AC even. I mean, they need the armor. The positive armor there against Medusa, against obviously the Death Prophet as well, would be a big deal for his team. Butterfly is done. Oh man, I think she's going to regret that. We saw in that fight, it's the mana burn that's killing her. The mana burn, the getting stunned by Nyx's carapace automatically is just so damn bad for her. And even though we get a slight economic advantage there for KPG, it's just not worth it. Who's lost a Rax? They're 2 lanes down now. And right now, Medusa needs BKB and a YOLO Rapier to try and stabilize this game. That's about it. That's like pretty much their only option here. She's got to find like 7,000 gold worth of items in about 10 minutes before Aftershock decides to do another Roshan and then just bust down the next Rax. And then where Mind Control has bought a full AC and still has buyback. I mean, I think this... Oh, actually, it could be Mjolnir. No, it's an AC. I would be pretty surprised if it was Mjolnir because they do need an AC for the team. Put down... Oh, Arts! Mana Burn taking so much damage. He's out of Mana Shield. Here comes the save, though. And Kefka actually needs to back up here. And they're all getting stunned up. Throws in another mana burn, but Art's actually in mana. That's completely ineffective. Now the Mystic Clear, though, cutting Art's off. He's got no mana shield. Arcane Bolt to finish. Ancient Steel Tornado comes through. Meatball as well. Catches 3. Appenage bounces though with a BKB. And we go. Cog's going to catch Mind Control. Mind Control's going down. Can he escape here? He's got no Aegis. He will manage to go for out of that fight just barely. And they lose all 5. It's a 5-man wipe. And GG is called. Mind Control just getting out of that fight. And again, the Invisible Nyx Assassin setting up that fight beautifully. Making the Medusa lose all of that. No shield, no problem. Easy to kill. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This was Kompas getting this Aftershock. Aftershock have won this match 2-1, and they will go forward to face off against Album Sheet on the 30th of October. Meanwhile, though, tune in tomorrow night, or rather tonight, even if you're ahead like me, 10 hours ahead. We will have the Synergy League Southeast Asian Division kicking off. We will have more playoffs for you, and it will be Myth Trust versus MSI, and that will be cast by Cyclops. So Cyclops will be back. Myth Trust versus MSI, best of 3 match. I will be doing the European match afterwards, which will be Empire up against Lion. Playing off to see who plays off against... if I check that actually, no. They'll be playing off to see who plays off against VP and 4 Anchors, the winner of that match. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you all again tomorrow night.